Well, Marvel Studios is back, and I just got out of seeing Black Widow. Like every Marvel movie, it had a post-credit scene, and it had some implications for the future of the MCU. Now, obviously, talking about this will contain some spoilers, so before we dig really deep into this video, if you haven't seen the movie yet, I would recommend clicking away, and then we can talk about this scene in a little while. Now, before we dive in, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, we have this huge giveaway. We're going to give away a PlayStation 5 at 25,000 subscribers. All you have to do to get in on the giveaway is be a subscriber and leave a comment. Also, don't forget about the Buy Me a Coffee link down below. It's a great way to support this channel with just a tiny bit of pocket change, all while not creating any recurring obligation for yourself. We really appreciate it. Well, Black Widow is back, and like most Marvel movies, there is a post-credit scene. Now, this particular feature only gave us one, and since we're just getting back into the theaters, I guess we're gonna have to be satisfied. Now, this particular end credit holds to the very end of the credits, so stick around. Now, we do know the post-credit scene was shot before the pandemic. This has been confirmed by director Kate Shortland, and ties into multiple Disney Plus shows. Now, like we said, if you haven't seen the film yet, make sure you click away, because this is a major spoiler. Now, the post-credit scenes, we find Yelenda Belova walking through a graveyard with her dog at her side, and we learn very quickly she's visiting the grave of Natasha Romanoff, which is something fans have wanted to see since Avengers Endgame. Her grave is covered in tributes from lots of other people, and Yelena actually places a small stuffed bear down before crying. Now, this is where it gets interesting. We begin to hear what appears to be some obnoxious sniffling and crying, and it's actually Julia Louis-Dreyfus, aka Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. Now, we last saw her in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, when she was recruiting John Walker. Now, in the post-credit scene, she complains about the allergies caused by visiting the Midwest, which, if you watch the movie, ties directly into Natasha and Yelena's childhood. But Yelena doesn't seem surprised to see her and doesn't appear very interested in what she has to say. Now, at this point, Val reveals that her next target will be the person who is actually responsible for the death of Natasha, and then shows her a picture of Clint Barton. Now, that's where the scene cuts off. So there is a lot going on here. It's kind of unclear exactly what Val's up to, but so far she has her own Captain America and US agent, and she seems to have a Black Widow signed up for her team. Now, it's pretty unclear why she's targeting Clint Barton, but it could have something to do with the time he spent as Ronin, because the picture she showed of him is him in that costume. It's pretty clear Yelena has been working with Val for a while, but we get no details of what happened to her during the blip. It's already been previously reported that Florence Pugh will be part of Disney Plus Hawkeye series, so clearly that's where she's going to next. Her going after Clint Barton could go several different ways. She may actually learn the real truth behind Natasha's death and become a hero, or become a villain and take down Ronin himself, leaving Kate Bishop to take up the mantle of Hawkeye. Now, obviously, if we have any more details on Val's plans, which we're likely to get in future Marvel features, we're going to bring it to you right away. It is a pretty big topic of discussion for Marvel fans. Thunderbolt Ross was a big part of this movie, and he wasn't part of that post-credit scene, and he doesn't seem associated with Val. This leads me to believe it might not be a Thunderbolts team, but more or less a Dark Avengers team, or some variation of that. That team is typically led by Norman Osborn, but Marvel Studios could be going in a completely different direction for this new team-up. So, what do you guys think? Did you enjoy getting back into the theaters and seeing Black Widow? And what did you think of the post-credit scene? Is Yelena really going to kill Hawkeye? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like and click subscribe, and if you won't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.